WBXO Classic Rock Redefined in conjunction with Pat Soundbites Unplugged podcast. I'm honored once again to have one of the nicest guys in the music business, this rock legend, the leader, the heartbeat that keeps this incredible band rolling. 47 years, still searching for that rainbow. Welcome singer-songwriter, one of the founding members of Southern Rock pioneer Marshall Tucker Band, our good friend, Mr. Doug Gray. Hey, Doug, thanks for your time, my friend.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
I am doing a lot better now that I got you on the phone once again, man. Doug and the fellows are playing this Saturday night up here in New York at the Skyloft at the Crossgates Mall in Albany. I encourage you to get your tickets before it sells out. You can go to marshalltucker.com. You can go to skyloftny.com and get your tickets today. Man, Doug, Through Hell and High Water and Back Tour. Boy, if that doesn't say it right there. You ain't no stopping Marshall Tucker and Doug Gray.
Well, you never know where we're going to show up. You don't know when we're going to show up, but we always show up on time, and we always will be back.
I love it, man. I love it. Always great to see you guys, and it's always a great, great show. I got to say, man, it's always a wonderful time. 47 years, Doug. I mean, how do you maintain this longevity with these guys?
Well, you know what? I got some great players. I've got people that really matter, people that understand and want to make the music sound as good as what it did back in 1970s, and during that period of time. They don't try to emulate. What they try to do is make it close enough. And my whole thing is when I hire people, a lot of people don't know that the original band was only together for 8 years.
Right.
And then we lost Toy because he wanted to take a break. Then we lost Tommy, and then then it kept going, and George, and then it was crazy. And so it was just unbelievable. And I asked all these buyers and promoters, and I said, let me ask you a simple question. I said, let me ask you, are you interested in booking the Marshall Tucker Band? And they said, absolutely, without a doubt, we'll do whatever you want to do, whenever you want to do it, and however you want to do it, because we know you're going to put your heart into it,
Absolutely.
That's what's been going on all these years.
And it's so important to have that chemistry. And you guys, you can just see it on stage. You're really a tight band, a family-oriented band. You have a smile on your face. I mean, you've been a fan favorite, giving your time and the guys numerous charities and always showing support to our wonderful veterans. Why is that so important to you? I mean, I know you're a veteran, but, always giving back to these guys, to the charities out there. I mean, why is that important to you, Doug, and the band?
Well, I also got, when I was over in Vietnam, I came back a sergeant, I watched the people's joy and faces whenever Bob Hope or some entertainer would come through and set up. They'd get up there and they'd play their butt off, and it would take 15 to 30 minutes out of the military guy's life, so that he could take his mind off of being away from at home, being away from and having duty, and taking everything away for 30 to 40 minutes.
Right.
And that's what my goal is with Marshall Tucker right now, and will always be. And that's what we started with. Let's give these people something to take their hour and a half mind off of them having to go to work the next day. All the bills just came in, but yet they're still out there and they're still buying tickets. And now it's even down to where they're 17, 18 years old coming up, and our biggest market is 17 to 37.
Wow.
It's quite unbelievable, if you want to know the truth. And a lot of people with the different companies I work with, APA and Red Light Management, they have no idea. They can't understand it either, except the results are showing up. That's who's coming out to our shows, and honestly, it's just amazing how it works.
I've seen the last show I went to, I want to say last year, with you guys, 38 Special, Leonard Skinner up here in Woodstock, and you're absolutely right. There's a younger fan base, and you know what? I laugh. I'm like, I think it's great to see these young contestants on these shows like American Idol and The Voice singing MTV songs. I mean, would you agree? This is a great resurgence for you guys and the band, and they're actually showing up to the shows, and I see it.
Right, and you see, what you see somebody from that. A little girl come up to me. She's probably 13, 14 years old. She said we were doing autographs, and she said, I asked her, I said, now, where did you hear about the band? Or is this your first time? And she says, my mama used to strap me in that baby car seat when I was going down the road until I got old enough not to have to sit there and listen. So all she played was y'all's music over and over and over. And I said, how long did that go on? She said, that went on for 10 years. And then she said, no wonder I'm here. And she said, I'm here luckily enough with my dad and my mom and my grandpa. And I went, well, I guess that answers all those questions. And, that's got to make you feel good. It makes us feel good. It makes us try harder to please the crowd. Plus, we got music. I mean, there's a new record. It's an old record, but it's a recreation of a compilation of stuff that's coming out from 1977, I think, or 74, when we played at the warehouse in New Orleans. And that stuff's been redone and with heart and put out there and just made strong. It's made strong, but it's only because we know that those people like to hear stuff that has mistakes, wants to be a part of it. And the collectors now are just going nuts over, candy bars they used to sell for with Marshall Tucker on them, And I must admit, we took a candy bar out of mine, so that worked pretty good when I was collecting. Listen, I don't know if I ended up eating it or I didn't. I can't remember.
Oh, Doug, that's too funny. Yeah, who would ever think vinyl and the remastering stuff and new audience, younger audience, people are excited. I mean, I'm sure that one of my questions is, what excites you most about the music scene right now? And it's a pretty easy question. As you said, you get on stage every night and you see that it's not, I'm a dinosaur in my late 50s, but I've been a fan forever. But when you see younger generations out there, I mean, you got to pinch yourself going, fellas, we're doing something right, and this is great.
Yeah, Tori Caldwell wrote some songs that were just unbelievable. The strength of those songs have carried us through for a long time. And the fact is, we incorporate all this new music that we're doing, and we incorporate the feeling of each individual is there. Then we incorporate what the fans want to hear, and then they're just like I am. I want something to excite me. And these guys really try hard to excite me.
It's on my playlist. Every time I get down to your neck of the woods in Myrtle Beach, I got my drink in the hand, I got the toes in the sand, I got the iPod in my earplug, and I'm blasting a little Marshall Tucker. I got to call you next time I'm down there. Geez, I'm always down there. I got to look you up, but you're always on the road, which is always a good thing. I see you got tour dates for 2020 already. That's got to be exciting.
One of the biggest things is a lot of those 2020 dates weren't even supposed to be announced yet, but somebody somehow got in there and put them on the website, and it's created quite a stir. There's some already 26 shows for next year already announced, and then we're going into right at another 60 shows that I know of right after that. You can talk about it all day long, but I can't make it, I can't talk about
it. No, I get it. No, I hear you, my man. I just like, wow, these guys, and you guys just love being on the road. I mean, I don't know what more to add to that. Besides like hanging out on the beach with your grandchildren, you get the phone call and say, okay, boys, load up the bus, and we're on our way, and let's put a lot of smiles on folks' faces playing some great Marshall Tucker.
It does, and if you knew where my feet were right now, you would probably say that dog. Because I've sitting here and you can almost hear the waves in the background.
Oh.
I don't, and the sun is beating down, and we're getting ready to come. And I'm certainly going to bring my jacket, knowing change. Okay. So it's going to be hilarious. We're going to have a good time. Everybody shows up.
We always do, and I am so jealous. Doug, you've seen so many changes over the years in the music business. For you, what's the biggest change in the business that has affected you and the band, if any?
Well, I tell you what, a lot of people say that the internet has changed the way music is done. It's not changed the way that music's done. It's changed the way, and also opened and broadened the fact that they can listen to anything they want. So if they got opportunities to listen to Marshall Tucker, they got more opportunities to go back and listen for 40-something years instead of the last 5 years, which most bands, as you well know, only last about 5 years and then they're gone.
I hear you. And you're absolutely right. Technology, who would ever think, now we're a visual, it seems, a visual world, that everything's all YouTube. I can go back and see your shows back all the way to the beginning, which is fantastic. You got me, I always laugh when I ask artists, what was that show that stands out? I know you mentioned to me, we talked a bunch of times, the show at Madison Square Garden, you said was crazy, but I remember the story you told me, I want to say in New Jersey, and you guys were the supporting acts for the Grateful Dead, and you had to ride in on a helicopter to
it's Englishtown, New Jersey.
Could you?
And, I still am friends with the pilot that flew us in a helicopter.
That is such a great story. Like, we ain't gonna make it because the roads are blocked. We got to take a helicopter to the racetrack to get there.
What made me mad is they woke us up at 6 o'clock in the morning and said, there's no way for us to get in and out of there, so you guys are going to fly a helicopter. Well, I'd already been to Vietnam, so I was all right with it, but some of the guys had never even flown that much, and so I got on there, and it certainly brought back a memory or two. And then when we went back and volunteered to go play for the troops in Iraq, that was a whole different world, and that brought back some bad and good memories for me as well. And some of these guys just love the experience. They get some of the bigger shows that we play for, and we were on there with Skinner during one of their last shows down at that they did what they call in the final tour down in Jacksonville, and there's some 80,000 people there. So we rocked the house no matter what size the place is.
Well, it's an incredible story, and I could not even imagine being in a chopper and looking at a crowd that the people that come out for the Grateful Dead, and you guys are going, well, boys, I think we got something here. There's a lot of people going to hear the Marshall Tucker.
You start off with a beer. When they wake you up that early in the morning, you say, "Give me a beer. I got to have something."
All right, Doug. Well, let me wrap up with, if Tommy and Troy and Paul and George are peeking through the sun and the terrific blue skies and looking down on you and the band today, what do you think they're saying? 47 years.
First of all, they're out there kicking my butt every night. And they might not be here on Earth with us, but they're kicking my butt every night, make it better and better and better.
I love you, my man. I love the band. I appreciate the chat. I hope you enjoyed the chat as much as I have.
Oh, yeah, man. I love to talk to you anyway, so you just call me up anytime. You almost know where I live, but you'd have a hell of a time getting down in here. I can tell you that right now. There's an armed guard standing at each corner, and they ain't here because of me. It's because of who lives down there with me. I got you. Well, I'm looking forward. One day we're going to have a cocktail. I hope we're going to have our feet in the sand down in beautiful South Carolina. We can't wait to see Doug and the Marshall Tucker Band this Saturday night at the Skyloft at the Crossgates Mall in Albany. Keep supporting these great Southern rock pioneers. Love these guys. Doug, safe travels coming on up. Bring a coat. I know you're playing with Henry Paul and the Outlaws tomorrow in Connecticut, a beautiful theater, and I'm so excited to see you on Saturday night. All right, we love you, brother, and just call anytime you're ready. You got it, man. Doug Gray and the Marshall Tucker Band here on WBXO, where classic rock and we're redefined.